things as the opponent. You have to pay attention to Hero's 4 options on the menu and what his neutral B charges at. Duck Hunt, you have to pay attention to 3 projectiles, which he can control all at once. You're smiling because you love Duck Hunt.
Yeah. My neurons activated as soon as you said Duck Hunt.
But like Olimar is kind of in that same camp. You have to know what order the Pikmin are going to be plucked next. You have to know which Pikmin is on deck to be used for whatever move Olimar decides to use. So it is a little overwhelming, but I think Kit handled it pretty well. But now we have a first-time appearance on the side stream for Vedi versus Skyward Hero.
Now, all right. Vedi was our last invite, actually, to the summit, and I'm gonna say it. I love watching Ike. I think
Ike is cool.
Watching a good Ike is like watching poetry in motion.
Absolutely.
It's like you kind of like expect like the little like nice things or like the combo treat that's gonna happen, but man, it feels nice to watch, and man, it feels nice to do.
And I do know that Vedi does have a Corrin as well, I believe. And Vedi's one of those northern central players. I think they are a coach at NTC, so that's why they run the NTC events. But being a coach, that means you have a lot of knowledge about this game. And so I'm wondering if in any set that Vedi's in, can just sort of use any sort of like specific knowledge they've learned from these coaching times to just capitalize on any time.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, you can at least, coach, but it's also about, taking that coaching mentality into the game and being able to, adjust your gameplay on the fly. A very hard thing to do. Easier said than done.
Absolutely. I watch top players all the time. I'm like, I would have done better than that. But, like, what are they thinking, So being able to adjust that mentality is definitely super tough.
Yeah. And interesting thing as well, like these boomerangs, as comparison, at least, to the kit set, Ike is a character where, now suddenly you have a lot more options over, how you want to bring your nair or bring your approach options onto the shield. You can choose to go behind Link and completely avoid that boomerang from annoying or, interrupting some of your combo or some of your advantage state. That might be a really pivotal thing in this game. As Skyward Hero, though, kind of bringing Vedi up to quite high percent.
But right now, Ike is a heavy character. I think Ike is actually just about the same weight as Link. Both pretty heavy-ish characters, not super heavies, but definitely not light by any standard. So living to 160 isn't going to be uncommon, but when you get hit by that forward air, 160 is going to be more than enough to take that stock.
Look, I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of that forward air. Not just in this set, not even just today. I think just in general, we're going to be seeing that forward air a lot.
Uh-oh. What was this? No, not quite. Good DI from Vedi, and I think Skyward Hero didn't quite have the drift he wanted to go for that forward air.
Look, I'm not going to question Skyward Hero again. We've already seen how he closed out that kit set when we said he didn't have enough drift. I'm scared of this man.
It's always scary. Getting footstooled by anybody, I feel like just getting footstooled intentionally is wow, why do you know how to do that? And it's just it's scary. Right now, 157 in the blink of an eye on Vedi.
157 and it's still piling up, but he can't quite get this. But he can't quite get the stock as now Skyward Hero only at 60% and really has not been getting hit by a lot of these errant nairs. They have not really been converting for Vedi in this case, as Vedi is able to get that ether, able to use that armor that's good effect, even getting exploded by the bomb. Up air though, not quite going to kill. His PS2 is a little bit of a little small, but not small enough.
I like the idea of using ether out of shield. We have not seen that yet from Vedi, but didn't quite work. Good air dodge to ledge. Didn't want to get fooled by any of Link's shenanigans from ether.
It's still not going to be taking the stock. Skyward Hero is only at 118, so I wouldn't expect at least to get the stock in that case. But still, it just has not been feeling like Vedi has been able to really dance around a lot of Skyward Hero's shield all that much. Skyward Hero kind of has been able to do all this stuff for free, take you off stage just with an up B for free. And now, Vedi finally able to get that first initial dash attack, but at 74%, we're going to need something.
Boomerang forward air is something that Skyward Hero wanted instead. Taking that stock at a very crazy 80% reflect.
We got something. I didn't say from who. We got something for sure. And now, Skyward Hero is still 1-0, and I'm curious to see. I want to see if Vedi can break our streak of only seeing 3-0s on this stream so far. I want to get these closer sets.
I do as well, and I'm sure we'll have plenty of potential for that at any given point. So we just have to hope and see if we will actually find it. But game 2, going back to PS2, and I wonder what kind of switch up we're going to see from Vedi. Skyward Hero was definitely just being super oppressive in that first set, so I wonder if Vedi's going to try and slow it down, see if they can maybe get a little more advantage from that. Just sort of like a test, because Vedi probably hasn't played many of these people in this venue.
Yeah. That is just like, one of the fatal flaws of Wisconsin is that some of the regional scenes are just so divided, I guess. And it's not it is not for any reason of bad blood. It is more so just the geography of the state.
Yeah.
It does not like the game of Smash Brothers Ultimate.
It's a very not interesting state to drive through, and there's also a lot of the bigger cities seem to be more than an hour apart by any definition.
Dude,
at minimum.
I always say this, where one of my least favorite things about driving Wisconsin is just how flat it is.
Dude, there's just grass. There's a few hills.
Exactly.
You might see a barn here and there, a house out in the distance.
And speaking of hills, Vedi has quite a hill to climb as he's trying to get this first stock off of Skyward Hero. He's doing quite a good job, though, as these percents are pretty even.
Yeah,
they're keeping the pace. It's like a tango back and forth with these two.
Yeah, they're salsa dancing right now. Right now, it's a lot more even than it was in that first game. But there's that return boomerang that we were talking about earlier that Skyward Hero loves to use. Vedi not quite going to get the ether punish on Skyward Hero and will get punished themselves for it.
And now, there's the bomb, but another ether. And yeah, that's a free punish. That sealed the stock, at least for this first stock in game number 2. And Skyward Hero is more than happy to take that.
Absolutely. Now this is also the percent where we might start seeing a random dash attack. Not random, but dash attack is a very strong move. Ooh, I like the up air idea, trying to catch Skyward Hero, maybe pressing a button on the way down, but there's a dash attack.
Oh,
there it is.
You're mentioning it. I feel like you got a similar blood in your veins with a Sephiroth dash attack.
A little bit.
It's the feeling. You know it. You feel it.
It's gonna work. It has to.
It has to. And now the bomb is over to the left side. It is quite far as Skyward Hero is now actually shifting the battle over to that right side. He likes having that bomb just to annoy Vedi a little bit, to be that extra little hitbox just behind Vedi if need be. Yeah,
you saw Vedi air dodge away from the bomb in that first interaction on the left side of the stage because he was scared of getting detonated from the bomb. But there's that return boomerang into forward air.
Did Skyward Hero just run away so that way the boomerang can hit Vedi and then get a forward air off?
I think he did just do that. I think he's so smart. He's so young, but he's so wise.
Oh, this isn't the hero with. No, I'm not going to get into that. That is not something I should be doing right now. But these nairs as well, Skyward Hero add a goodish percent. I don't know if nair up air is going to be taking the stock just yet. And now, oh no.
Ooh, the Z-drop nairs are coming out.
Why does Skyward Hero always go for this when it comes down to the last stock? It's always the last stock.
It can work every stock, but it just looks cooler on the last one.
Exactly. There's these upward boomerangs. These upward boomerangs as well are being such an annoyance because it's catching the space that Vedi is trying to jump to get those nairs. Skyward Hero is restricting anything that Vedi wants to do. All these combo starters, how did that hit behind Skyward Hero?
I don't know how he does it. I really don't. I wish I could be as smart as Skyward Hero. The positioning of what anything and everything Skyward Hero does, he knows it's going to work. He puts a boomerang in that position because he knows it'll do something. He doesn't just throw it out. He knows it's going to work.
He knows that it's going to work. Can I also just say, I am seeing hitboxes I have never seen in this game before, in all today.
We saw Palu down tilt send backwards for the first time probably ever.
I saw Link forward tilt look like Toon Link forward tilt. What is going on?
Well, here we go. We're staying on PS2. That game definitely had a better feeling for Vedi, even if they did not close out that second stock. It was even for longer, which I think matters a lot in terms of how to keep your momentum in this set.
Yeah, it was a good start as now Vedi, they're trying to get these, through and past these nairs, but now suddenly it's the up-close boomerangs. It's the boomerangs that are just, right on Vedi's shield that have been really stopping him from getting a lot of this combo game going on and giving Skyward Hero all this damage to play around with for free.
Ooh, what an incredible up tilt to catch the jump out of shield. Vedi did not have many options, and so Skyward Hero just knew that they were going to jump out of shield there, using the anti-air quick up tilt. That is a pretty decent kill move.
Yeah, that was kind of like, looking for the more evasive out of shield option as opposed to the aggressive one. And that was like, a bet from Skyward Hero. I don't think that's safe. Please someone tell me if that is not safe. I really hope it's not. But now,
here we go.
Forward neutral air into the back air. Probably one of the first times I've actually seen that in the set so far. As now, this is quite a bit of good percents coming out for Vedi. He has Skyward Hero by the ledge, but yeah, a little bit of a dash tag, and now suddenly bomb in Vedi's favor, but sadly cannot detonate it. I wish that, what if when you grab, like, Link's bomb, you can detonate it afterwards?
In their hand.
Yeah, like, your down B suddenly becomes the ability to detonate the bomb. That would be so cool.
That would be. Or even, like, if Link could detonate the bomb while it's in the opponent's hand, that would be extremely deadly. Which, honestly, can I say I'm glad that's not a thing?
Can I also say, don't give Sakurai any ideas. I don't need him to get any more ideas.
It's okay. I don't think he's watching right now.
Okay.
He might be. We never know. Ooh, I like the idea. Skyward Hero saw Vedi charging that neutral B and said, I want to get out of here. I'm not risking any chance to get 2-frame. Not even going to try and do it a reversal. So I do believe that neutral B has armor when you release it. But I could be wrong. Ooh, I like the counter idea from Vedi.
I don't remember as well, but now... Oh, the good empty jump, but not going to be able to punish. The idea was there. The execution not quite there from Vedi, as now Skyward Hero is up 3 stocks. 2-1.
How did he fall out of that ether? Didn't matter, but how did that happen?
These two are both just chuckling. We're seeing hitboxes. I'm also seeing that apparently there wasn't a hitbox, apparently, because I don't know what that was.
The ether just didn't work.
Finally, the out of shield option that isn't working all the time. Up air not quite going to hit, but yeah, that wave bounce into the boomerang. So much good damage coming out for Skyward Hero as he's trying to build up this damage. We have the bomb in hand. I thought he was going to go for these.
I thought he was going to do it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to do it. We all expected him to do this. We've seen this so many times.
We see it in his hand, and we're all scared.
Yeah.
Right now, we see Vedi slowing down the pace a little bit, but that upward boomerang, it's just such a problem for Ike's typical jump-ins. No double jump on Vedi, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't think Vedi realized they had no double jump, and Skyward Hero did know and capitalized on it.
Did Skyward Hero bomb himself off stage into the back?
He's so smart. How does he do it?
Dude, he said, I'm going to do a bomb combo, but different. I'm different like that.
All right, while we have this small intermission, I do want to take a look at what has been happening over on the